objectivity is important. And what I mean by that is we need to be able to measure something in order to know if we're pushing the needle towards our goals or away from our goals. And far too often, if we don't have measurable goals or goals that we can objectively hit, whether that's range of motion, whether that's strength, whether that is even something like sleep if you're recording it, if we don't have those metrics, then we're kind of left in this nebulous space of people reporting how they feel. But here's the reality is, we can lie to ourselves. We can lie to ourselves about how we feel that day. We can lie to ourselves saying that, oh, the stress that I'm under because of work, life, whatever, it really isn't affecting me that much. We can lie to ourselves in thinking that you're not capable of doing something that you really are. But if we have objective measurements and we have objective goals, then we know that, hey, are we getting, and we test you, are you getting closer to that goal or are you getting further away from that goal? And that objectivity takes some of that subjective kind of BS out of it. And I'm not saying that we're not listening to our patients, because we absolutely are. We want to hear how you're feeling that day, because that has a lot to do with how hard we can push you, how you feel about your overall rehab, how you feel like you are existing in the world. And those are all really valid things. But when it comes to knowing if we're getting closer to our goals, that objectivity is so important. And without that, and like I said, we really don't know. I'm a huge fan of measuring all kinds of things. So I've been wearing a Whoop for the last 3.5 years. I also have another sleep tracker, and I like to kind of compare this data, and that way when I wake up in the mornings, hey, I feel pretty good. How is my body, what kind of signals is my body putting out that somebody is measuring and telling me well, am I on the right track? Am I trying to reach some of my goals? And since I've been doing this for so long, I can really see hey, I'm stressed because I can recognize that my resting heart rate is above a certain metric, or oh gosh, I wonder if I'm getting sick because something else changed, or something along those lines. Once you kind of drill down and dial in the data over a long enough period of time, then you can really start to see what some of these micro behavior changes, how they actually affect what you're going after. And again, am I moving closer to my goal or further away from it? So we're always going to stress some sort of objective measure towards an objective goal. Feeling good's great. Again, we all want you to feel good. But we also want to get you somewhere that is meaningful, that is tangible, that is measurable. That way we all know that we're winning.